Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is James and I'm your South Central Wisconsin realtor. Today I wanted to talk about the pros and cons for buying versus renting. If you're interested, stay tuned. So there's not just a simple one-size-fits-all answer for this question. There's just simply pros and cons, and that's something that you'll have to decide depending on how you like to live your life. So let's talk about one of the biggest benefits to renting, and that is that there is no long-term obligation. A typical lease lasts for about a year. Sometimes you even see them for 6 months and even down to a month-to-month rent. This leaves the renter a ton of flexibility. As soon as the lease is up, you can choose to leave the state, leave the city. Another benefit for renting is that you don't need a great credit, and that is why you see a lot of younger people choosing to rent first, is because they just haven't established that long-term credit history that it might take when you buy a house. And many people that have poor credit that are looking at purchasing a home see renting as a short-term option while they try to rebuild their credit. Another benefit to renting is that you're not responsible for any major issues with the house. So let's say you might need a new hot water heater or a new roof. Those damages and responsibilities are going to fall onto the homeowner or the landlord in this case. Now let's talk about the benefits to home ownership. So one of the major benefits for owning a home is going to be a fixed rate mortgage for the lifetime of the loan. Now, aside from the insurance and the taxes, the monthly mortgage payment that a homeowner is going to pay is not going to vary for the lifetime of their loan, which is typically around 30 years. Comparatively with renting, every time that your lease is up, there's a possibility that your rent could go up. And with 30 years, if you stayed in the same property, there's a pretty good chance that your rent is going to go up several times. Now, one of the biggest benefits to owning a home is going to be the fact that you're going to be building equity. Every time you make a mortgage payment, a percentage of that mortgage payment is going to go towards paying down your debt, which is going to build you equity. Another way that homeowners build equity is through appreciation. And appreciation is the value of your house versus what you paid for it. And typically, appreciation is around 3 to 6% per year. Now, there's a few ways that homeowners can tap into this equity, and that is going to be a home equity line of credit or a home equity loan. And if you don't feel like tapping into that line of credit, you can let that equity build up and eventually you're going to be living mortgage free. There are also a lot of tax benefits in owning a home. You can actually write off the interest that you're paying every month on your taxes. Lastly, homeowners typically pay less in their monthly housing expenses compared to a renter of a similar style home. According to Zillow, homeowners typically pay 15% less than renters that are in similar style and size houses. So if you're looking to make the jump from renting to owning, I highly suggest you do some research for your state or local area. There are a ton of great programs for first-time home buyers to help them out with different costs. So if you're in the Wisconsin area and you're looking for somebody to talk to or point you in the right direction, feel free to visit my website at www.jamesrussellfirstweber.com. I would love to speak with you and try and help you make that transition from renting to owning. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you guys in the next one.